Hi planner friends, welcome back to another plan with me. I have been in this binder now for 24 hours and I'm madly in love with it. I'll link I have an unboxing as well as a setup video. I will link those below in case you missed them. This is the new Dusty Blue Vintage Aurora by Franklin Covey. It's the compact size, which is the same height as personal size, but it is wider than personal size. I get asked a lot about that. If it's a personal size binder, it is not. It is wider. Oh, and I can't stop smelling it. It smells just so amazing. You know, that fresh leather smell. Okay, so we are going to be recapping the week of July 22nd and planning for the week of July 29th. I'm a little bit sad that it's the last week of July and that we're heading into August. So for me, that means that summer is officially halfway over. Oh, and that makes me so sad. I don't want it to be over, but such is life. Okay, let's quickly do a recap here. So this is my planning. These are my planning tasks. I have daily planning, daily administrative tasks, weekly planning, and monthly planning. So we're going to be doing the weekly planning. So before I do my week recap, I guess this is sort of part of my week recap, isn't it? What I do is I recap my compass card and I recap my numbers, my business numbers. So part of my recap will be flipping through the week and showing you how my week went. So it is Saturday. I like to film on a Saturday because then I can edit it. If I have time to edit on the same day, I do, but if not, then on a Sunday, I can do my editing and then upload it. And it takes a lot less time. Probably takes me maybe 30 minutes, and it probably takes me 30 minutes in total to edit and upload to YouTube. Whereas on a day I'm filming, because it takes me an hour to film, it can be a 2.5 to 3 hour process if I do it all in the same day. So anyhow, so today is Saturday, so the week isn't officially over, but this is how we're looking so far at 3:45 on Saturday afternoon. I haven't gotten to all of my tasks. Most of them are related to setting things up for my new business, which is buy, sell, plan business, where I will be selling my inserts. So if you are new here, welcome. For those returning, welcome back. But yeah, for those new, I make my own inserts. So I will be opening up a printable shop very soon. So a lot of this was related to that. So I wanted to fix just a minor thing that you guys probably wouldn't even notice when you print them out. But if you notice here, let me just zoom in and see if you'll even notice. You can see how, so I have a box around the top 3 tasks, okay? On this side, the bottom line for the box is lighter than this one. See how this line is more bold and this line isn't? So that was what I wanted to do this week, is fix my personal wide. That's what I meant, because yeah, I'm like, I can't sell it like that. So Ryan, who is so good with precision, he fixed it today. Let me actually grab and show you. So we played around with, we printed it really big so that we could see it. So this is the full box done for the right side, because the left side was fine. It was the right side. So he fixed that. And then once we saw them printed, then we're like, maybe it looks better if there's no bolding at all. And so that's what we did. This is the finished. And then we fixed this. See how this is really dark, the circles? So I had them the same color as the font, as the text, but then we fixed that as well. I haven't printed that one yet, but we fixed that as well to be a lighter color. So yeah, just neatened it up so that it looks more streamlined. And I'm really liking, oh, and then another thing too was that this, so this was the one long rectangular box, and the right side was darker than the left. So Ryan fixed all of that. So now it looks like this. And yeah, we're very happy with it. And then I also wanted to fix this. As you guys know, I've been talking about this, how I drew these lines in for last week when I did my plan with me. And then here's how it looked before the lines. So it wasn't until I started using it that I was like, this isn't going to work. So we fixed that as well. Here. Okay, so we just, Ryan made the lines, still kept the individual boxes, if you will, but then made the lines. So we had one extra box there, and then finished, this was the finished product. I just put my lines across to make sure that each box lines up with what I need to track, and then we made it bigger. So anyway, so did that. Actually just did that today. So that is off the list. So that's what the fixed personal wide means. Have not had a chance to work on anything else. We did talk about shop logistics day. There's so much. Like, I want to do this right. I don't want to just willy-nilly start a shop, buy my inserts, and that's it. Like, we're going to be opening this up as an actual business, and there's going to be many layers to it. We have so many ideas. We're going to just start with selling the inserts, and it's going to branch off from there, like planner consultations and, you know, business consulting and like a whole bunch of other things. But for right now, we're just starting with one thing at a time. Let's just start with the inserts. So right now we're working on perfecting them. Okay, so I did all my top follow-ups, work routines here, and then my personal routines. I wanted to make sure that I eat a carrot every day because I read that it helps to metabolize estrogen. So I've been doing that. I haven't gotten to the castor oil or the oil pulling. And then my sharpen the saw. Haven't gotten to everything, but pretty good start, I would say. And then this is my week at a glance, where I didn't really do much time blocking. Like, our daughter was here Monday, Tuesday, so we wanted to be present with her. And then we did have business things going on the rest of the days, so wasn't really much time blocking there. So here are my dailies. So yeah, this was lovely beach time. We did do work here, so I had my coaching call, and then Ryan and I focused on a lot of work for our real estate business on that day. It's just stuff that couldn't wait. But as far as tasks, yeah, so we sold our listing, and so the deposit got delivered on time, which was great. Completed 2 CMAs this day before we started our day. Yeah. And then there's other things. Okay, so that's that. And then we had a home inspection this day for our listing. So that went, I just wanted to touch base with the agent, ask how it went. So did that. And then, yeah, just other tasks, and got some beach time in. Even though this day was cloudy, it was the water was still warm. And then this day here, it was sunny, so hot. And I love the lake that we're on. It's Lake Erie, so it's the most shallow of the Great Lakes. And it's very warm. This day here, we had to go back to town because we had to take our daughter home because she had to work. And then we had a CMA after we dropped her off at work. And the CMA's with friends. Like, I've known her for over 30 years. And yeah, it was lovely. So it turned into a long visit. It was so good. So good. And then Thursday here, did some work. We were exhausted after this because we were there until like 10:30. And then we still had to drive home. So yeah, it was a late morning here. And then we started work at 2. And then we got a couple hours in and then focused on other things. Got some tasks done. I have to do my continuing education credit. So for real estate, every 2 years, it's a certain amount of hours of courses, and I have to get it done before October 1st. Ugh, it's painful. So I put that in there thinking, oh, maybe I'll have time to do that. Like, this would be a light work day and I'll focus on my CECs. I didn't. I didn't. So I need to. And then yesterday was Friday. It was a beautiful day. So we had a pool party, it's like a work function at one of the agents in our brokerage at her house. And that was so fun. It was just girls. Ryan went out to dinner with his best friend. And then I was there with all the top female agents in our office. It was so fun and so like exhilarating and motivating just to be around so many great minds, and just, yeah, it was really fun. That's all we pretty much did there. And then this is today. So let's go back here. So let's recap. So how did I do with my sharpen the saw? So my goal was to read 3 to 4 times. I read Tuesday and Friday. I feel like I read other days, but maybe I didn't, but I will be reading tonight. So today's Saturday. Stretch daily. I have not stretched daily. Like when I say stretch daily, I mean like stretch all my major muscles. So there's some days, like, you know, the days that I don't have checked off, like I really felt it in my chest that day. So I focused on my chest. You know, maybe another day was hip flexors, but the days that I checked off that was like everything. So that's my goal. So I didn't do it daily. But so far 3 times. I'm going to do some deep stretching again today. Hip and core, I did that Monday or Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll see. I'm feeling really tired today. Like I got my period today, so I'm just a little bit fatigued. So I'm not sure how I'll do there. But today or tomorrow, I will be focusing more on that. And I'm noticing a difference. So for me, I have really tight hip flexors because I sit a lot in my job. And so that's why I'm focusing on core and hip, because when you sit a lot, your hip flexors will shorten, and you know, your core will get weaker. And I used to be so strong. And yeah, so I'm like rebuilding now from years of real estate and sitting in my job. As far as I'm always in my car, and then I go to a client's house, I'm sitting at their house. I go to the office, I'm sitting at the office. I'm sitting at home when I'm working because I'm on the phones. There's not a lot of like walking around. When I show houses, there are, you know, because you don't sit down when you're showing a house, but it's not like I'm showing houses every day. So yeah, that's a big focus for me. So probably will be doing that today or tomorrow again. Strength, I haven't lifted the weights. I was quite fatigued this week, and now I know why. So yeah, but I've been doing more body weight stuff. So a lot of like planks and like things for my glutes and hip flexors. So I guess you could say I am strengthening still. And then I haven't done my HDX yet. Okay. So 3 to 5 times I will be doing again, like I said, today or tomorrow. So that would give me 3 times. And then I haven't done my 2 strength workouts or my HDX. And then for my CEO team leader role content plan, I've been doing so good with that. I have so many captions like planned and organized now, created. I think that's what I'm looking for. And now it's just coming up with the B-roll or like the video idea to go with the captions. So I'm feeling really good about that. Haven't watched any of my creator course. And then we did do our budget meeting. I did get my 2 CMAs done. Calls twice. No, I only did calls once. Okay, and then on the back, I really want to call my sister. And then my dad. So I haven't done that yet. All right. And then as far as my numbers, so contacts, I did 10 out of 22 contacts, so minus 12. No seller leads, but I did get 2 buyer leads this week, so +1. I booked 2 listing appointments, so +1. Held a listing appointment, so that's great. They haven't signed on yet. And then nothing buyer related. And then 1 firm deal because our listing firmed up. So that's how I did with my numbers. Okay, let's review my quarterly goals and see how I'm doing with that. When I had my coaching call with my coach on Tuesday, we talked about, let me just quickly go to my GPS. So things might be changing because I don't know if I shared this with you guys. No, I don't think I did share this with you guys yet. Ryan and I, in one of our meetings this week, we chatted about our goals. We were looking at where I'm at, GPS, where I'm at with my goals so far this year. And when I set my goals, so if you've been with me for a while, you know that I do my goals in November, for the next year. So when I did that, I had no idea that we were going to be selling our house. I had no idea that, we were going to be helping our kids move out. Just so many life changes. And here we are halfway through the year. And so I had to revisit my goals. And my coach was like, that's great. He recommends that Ryan and I redo our GPS as well to support the new goals that we have set. So I may be revisiting this. A lot of it is still relevant, but yeah, so Ryan and I need to sit down and go through this together. But as far as where I am for my quarterly goals, and it could very well change this. So my top 3 goals this month are my content calendar, strength and mobility, and side hustle. So plan and create weekly. I've pretty much been doing it like 2 times a week where I'm spending an hour or 2 and just mapping everything out. So, and I have been posting, I didn't post Monday this week, but I've been posting my goal is Monday to Friday to be posting, like whether it's reels or posts for my real estate. And so 4 times this week, from going from like 1 or 2 times to 4 to 5 times is huge progress for us. So feeling really good about that. Planning content ahead of time, we're getting there. And I do feel like my goal was to have it done by end of July, and I'm feeling really good about that. Even though like my vision for this when I set this goal was I'm going to have like a month calendar and I'm going to know Monday to Friday what's being posted. That might not be realistic at this time, but at least I have enough content planned that I can have 5 posts or reels or whatever a week. So that's huge progress for us. And then the next one was following schedule for the content. So we're not scheduling anything yet, but we do want to get to that point. Strength and mobility, that was a big focus this month. 2 strength workouts a week, focusing on hip mobility and hip strengthening, hip core. And let's see, I don't think I've been completely consistent, like nothing the first week. And then the second week, only once. So yeah, hasn't been totally consistent, but I do feel, and then it was 3 times this week, and then like 3 times that week, 3 times this week. So as the month has gone on, that has improved. And then I wanted to finish my Franklin Covey compact inserts by the end of this month. I don't think that that's going to happen. I did want to get started on my 2025 inserts. Maybe that might happen. We'll see. I wanted to launch my shop. Yeah, no, that's not happening. So everything is contingent on our accountant and lawyer doing their thing and then getting back to us with our business stuff so that I can then go and open up a separate bank account. And I have to do all those logistics, but not until my business name is registered. And so that won't be happening yet. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not really sure. But my goal is I want to have all my 2025 inserts done by the end of the summer so that once we can launch, like we can just get them up on the website and they'll be good to go. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So as far as our marketing Mondays, it hasn't always happened on a specific Monday, but weekly we are meeting, Ryan and I. So it's good. Time blocking. So there's a lot of things on here that we are actively working on, and then there's other things that I haven't even had a chance to touch yet. So Okay, one thing at a time, right? Okay, so I'm going to set up my compass card for this week. All right, so for Sharpen the Saw, pretty much the same as last week. So continue reading 3 to 4 times, stretch daily, um, hip and core focused workouts, and then hopefully to do 2 weight training workouts this week. And then my CEO and team leader role, launch buyer drip. So we pretty much are done that. That's mainly what we focused on. When did we do that? Focused on our buyer drips this here. That's all we did. Was Ryan and I just mapping that out. And yeah, it's awesome. We're so excited. So want to launch that. Ryan's just still working on it. He puts things in Grammarly and just makes sure that everything sounds good and is professional, you know, grammar, spelling, all that stuff. And then start on our seller drips. We're working on right now on automation with our database. And when I have my coaching calls with my coach, that's a big focus that we have is automate our systems because it will save us time. Like it will create more time for us. And I mean, I know it, something that I've known for years, but we get so busy. My coach is like, we get too realtor-y. And it's so true. We're so focused on finding new business and servicing that business that even though I do my calls in my database, it's all the other stuff. It's not just the calls. It's, you know, it's making sure that they're being followed up with in a systematic way through email campaigns and other sources, not just the phone call. So, anyways, we're finally doing it. Okay, realtor role, start my continuing education credits, do calls twice this week, and then get 2 more CMAs done. And my wife and mom role, Ryan and I want to go see the movie Twister. And we have not been to a movie, him and I don't think since before the pandemic. Like I've gone, I think a couple times with my girlfriends, but I don't think we have. So we want to go and see Twister. I've heard it's really good. And then I want to book with our friends, a couple that we love hanging out with. So we need to book a date with them and then call my dad. My daughter's coming over again Monday and Tuesday, and I'm thinking we might do a FaceTime, all of us together. I think that would be nice. Okay, that is that. Let's see here. My compass card is done. So update my monthly, June, July. So I have a CMA here. I did update that. I don't think I have anything Monday or Tuesday because our daughter's going to be here. Nope. So I definitely want to get lots of beach time in on those days. And that, and then Wednesday, yeah, that's it. And then we're into August. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So that's done. My master task list, let's see here. I'm almost done with my 2024 memory journal. I just have to get July in there and then do my journaling. And I think I'm going to try and focus on that this weekend. So I want to get that done so my 2023 memory journal, I have a lot of journaling to do, even though all my pictures are down, the decorating is done. It's just the journaling I even have it on my coffee table so that it's in front of my face. So if we're like watching a show and, you know, I'm not really into the show or something, but I can work on it. It hasn't happened yet. So I want to get my 2024 done before that. So that's going to be the focus is before July is over, I'm going to have that updated. So why don't I write that down? Where shall I write that? I'm going to add that to next week. Okay. Date with fam. Yeah, we did that. So I can check that one off. And we're still working on the date with my BFFs. One of them's on vacation next week, and my other BFF works for Netflix, so her schedule is insane right now. But we're looking at the second week of August, hopefully. So that's that. Closet. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So register business name, that's in progress because we've already talked to the lawyer about that. And then how to launch our shop, we're in progress with that. Website, Ryan and I were talking about that today. He has like 3 or 4 ideas. If any of you run an e-commerce business, let me know what you use for your website. I would love to know. Okay, now we're going to, so I don't think there's anything else really to transfer. I transferred this because I got to get that done. And then now I'm going to schedule my week. Okay, I'm done. I realized I didn't set my goals for this week, so I just did that there. And let's see how everything looks. So here's my weekly dashboard. So I've got my tasks, top follow-ups, some personal routines, and my sharpen the saw in here, ready to go. And my schedule, I've time blocked where calls are going to happen. So I want to do calls twice. So I've time blocked them for Tuesday and Thursday. And then CEO time in here and what we're going to be focusing on. So this will be, well, for this day here, it's prepping CMA, but also our buyer drips so that we can launch this day. And then we're going to focus on seller drips this day after I'm done my calls. And then I time blocked here my continuing education credits, like just an hour, 3 times. I should be able to fit that in. Okay. And then we have a CMA out in the country, quite a ways away from where we are. So I imagine we're going to have to probably leave by noon and then we'll get home late. So I didn't time block anything else around that because of the driving time. And yeah, that's it. And then Friday to focus on buy sell plan for a few hours for Ryan and I to sit down and hammer that stuff out. And then here's my week. So I don't put the time block stuff in here because needs of clients come first. So if we have to go show a house or, have to go put out a fire or anything like that, then that's what we do. So anyway, so I've got everything in on the days that I want to get these done, like how I wrote it in my weekly here. I put them up here as well as my top tasks. It's sort of that, like, if nothing else happens, what's the one thing that will make your life easier? And for me, to make our jobs easier, it's doing these things. So that's why those are up there. All right, that's it. That is it. That's this week's plan with me, the last one of July. I hope that was enjoyable for you. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And yeah, like I said, I'll link my video below where I set my planner up with all like this beautiful new binder and the unboxing, if you are curious. This is the Vintage Aurora by Franklin planner, and they only release the Vintage Aurora like every few years, and they don't release them in the same color. So if you like this color, definitely recommend get on their website and order it before they sell out, because once they sell out, that's it. The last time they launched this binder was 2022, and it was in the purple plumeria and the blue mirage colors. And then the time before that was 2018. So, and in 2018, they released pink, green, and chocolate brown, and the cranberry. They released 4 that year. And this year they only released 1, which I was bummed about, but what do you do? I'm so happy I bought this binder. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to sign off. Again, thank you for watching. And if you are new here, I hope you'll consider sticking around and subscribing if you like functional planning videos. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Have a great week ahead.